Hey guys, we're on our way to the capital city of Texas, also known as Austin, because our friends are getting married. It has been quite a stressful day so far because our flight to Toronto from Vancouver was delayed and then cancelled last minute due to some weather issues on the east side. It took Jason many phone calls to rebook our new flight, and turns out it's going to take us longer to get to Austin, approximately 18 hours to be precise. But at least we'll be there on time for the wedding. Because we had to rebook our flight last minute, we ended up securing a red-eye flight to Toronto. From there, we'll be flying to Chicago and then finally to Austin. We quickly headed to the lounge at the airport to eat dinner and relax before the long flight.
Can I get wine or red wine?
Since it's a red-eye flight, I'll be drinking some red wine to help me fall asleep while Jason will take some melatonin pills. I really liked how the Maple Leaf Lounge was open late. I thought they would start kicking people out before 11 p.m., but since a lot of the Air Canada flights have been disrupted today, they've allowed guests to stay longer. I'm going to try to sleep a bit on the plane. Good night, guys! Good morning! Looks like we'll be landing in Toronto soon. These clouds look like cotton candy. Yum! As soon as we land in Toronto, I did my final Nexus interview before boarding again for our flight to Chicago. Did you guys know one of my favorite things to do when I get up is to check the news?
We'd like to be the first to welcome you to Austin, where the local time is 6:24 p.m.
Finally landed in Austin! We were fortunate enough to have a kind friend pick us up at the airport. The moment we got in the car, we started to talk about what to eat for dinner, and I basically asked for a burger with pineapple. I would like a burger with a pineapple on it.
The pineapple on it?
A pineapple.
He loves everything pineapple.
We ended up going to a Tex-Mex restaurant because it was conveniently close to our hotel and we were both really tired from the 18-hour flight. I ended up getting 2 tacos because I wanted to save room for dessert. I love me a good churro.
It's a regular supermarket?
It's a Texas only supermarket.
After dinner, we went to buy some water bottles and oh boy, this place was huge. I am really loving Texas for how big and spacious everything is.
Nice.
This bathroom is huge.
So today I'm getting ready to go out for lunch. This hotel kind of has a lot of yellow lights and Jason's using the washroom, so I'm doing my makeup over here. so I can see my face a little bit better. But yeah, it's kind of actually hard to see.
So, in case you think this looks very weird, just wait. I'm currently letting it dry. It's a staining lipstick. So once it's dry, I can kind of peel it off and it'll look like I have naturally like red pink lipstick.
Is that downtown?
We're headed off to downtown to eat lunch with Jason's friends. One of his friends really wanted to eat chorizo, a Mexican sausage, and this food truck happened to have it, so here we are. We are heading back to our hotel to get ready for the evening wedding. By the way, here are my lips after peeling off the lip gloss that hardened. Okay, so I quickly got changed, curled my hair, and touched up my face for the wedding in the evening. How do I look? I feel like your camera's more stable and better in the dark, so can you... Yeah, it's much better. Look how dark my camera is. Oh my god, I need to hold on something.
Is it a bird? Is it a bird laughing?
It's kind of scary. This golf cart is really fast. Was it always this fast? Or maybe we're just more exposed?
It feels faster when you're in the back.
Beaver nuggets. They're kind of like caramel popcorn. Cherry. Sour. The next day, we decided to dive into some authentic Texas barbecue. The most famous spot is Franklin's, but we heard you have to get in line at 4 a.m. to eat around 7 a.m. That's a bit too early for us, and if you go later, everything would be sold out. So we chose Terry Black's, which is also very popular. By 11 a.m., Terry Black's was already bustling with people. The line outside was huge, but thankfully it moved pretty quickly. It's incredible how popular Texas barbecue is here. When we finally got inside, it was not what I expected. It was crowded and loud, more like a cafeteria-style setup. You grab what you want, put it on the tray, pay at the end, and then find a table to eat. Experiencing Texas barbecue is a must, and it definitely will not disappoint. Unfortunately, they had already sold out of beef ribs, so I opted for the brisket instead. At first glance, the portion seemed small, but wow, was I wrong. The brisket was so filling that I had to unbutton my jeans. The sauce was absolutely delicious as well. I now understand why there's such a hype around Texas barbecue and why people are willing to wait in long lines for it. The meal was incredibly satisfying and worth every minute of the wait. It's a truck?
Cybertruck.
Wait, how's that a truck? The back doesn't...
It is. It's the Cybertruck.
Jason's friend dropped us off and we checked into our Airbnb, which is relatively close to downtown. Look at all those turtles just sunbathing in this heat. I think we might be the only ones wearing long sleeves in Texas.
So we are here in Austin, Texas, and we're walking to downtown. It's currently like 30, low 30s probably. It's like really hot. I'm wearing all white, so it's not too bad. Like you see, my long dress is all white. My umbrella is completely white. Jason, unfortunately, is wearing all black. He must be really hot.
Jason promised to buy me a cowboy hat and boots, so we went shopping downtown.
You think about this style? More brown.
More brown. But I don't see it. This one actually fits my head very nicely. Can you unroll the sides, or is that like permanent?
After trying on many hats, I didn't find one I liked, so no hat for me. Next, we headed to Texas State Capitol, a National Historic Landmark. Did you know that the Texas State Capitol is the largest state capitol building in the United States? It stands at 302.64 feet tall, which makes it even taller than the US Capitol in Washington, D.C. Inside, you'll find stunning architectural details. The dome features a beautiful star at its center, which is 8 feet in diameter and symbolizes the Lone Star State. The rotunda is also a popular spot for visitors, with portraits of every Texas governor lining the walls.
Sunny.
In the evening, we went to check out one of Austin's most unique attractions, the Congress Avenue Bridge, also known as the Bat Bridge. This bridge is home to the largest urban bat colony in North America. Every evening from late spring through early fall, around 1.5 million Mexican free-tailed bats emerges from underneath the bridge in a spectacular display. Watching the bats is a popular activity here in Austin. You can see them from various spots, but the best views are from the bridge itself, the banks of Lady Bird Lake, or from a boat on the lake. People start gathering about an hour before sunset to get a good spot. We waited and waited to the point where our feet were starting to hurt a lot. After waiting nearly 2.5 hours, we decided to give up and eat dinner. Looking back, I wish we didn't waste so much time waiting for the bats. I found some pictures online of what it should have looked like if the bats came out swarming together. Jason saw the bats on a previous trip to Austin and said it looked like a bunch of birds migrating together. For dinner, we went to P6 at the line because it was close by. Oh my god, you can actually see the people still waiting for the bats to come out. Crazy! I don't know how they all do it. We ordered one of their local ciders, which was a winner in the 2017 World Cider Championship. It's a crisp, smooth, dry craft cider made with bittersweet apples and dessert apples. The aroma is very fruity, like apples and pears. I highly recommend that you try this drink if you get the chance. For food, we had house-made fettuccine and Sylvia's roast chicken. The streets of Austin were really popping on a Sunday night with loud music being played everywhere. The city has such a vibrant nightlife. On our way back home, I was craving churros, but it looks like a lot of places were closed. Luckily, Jason found a mini donut shop which had great reviews. You can tell it's good when there's a bunch of people waiting in line to get the same thing as you. Getting home was a bit scary though. The park we had to go through to get to downtown was completely dark with no lights.
Hey guys, we made it out alive. We're walking on the highway now, which feels a little bit safer because we see cars.
Getting ready to go. Got my backpack. Yes, my backpack right here. Got my backpack, and then I got my shirt on, my pants, sunscreen, makeup, hair updo because it's so hot. We're good for the eclipse.
Jason is taking me to some kind of chicken tenders or chicken finger fast food chain. It says really good, so I gotta try it before we leave.
massive drink. It's like huge. So we're here at a park to see the eclipse. Oh, let me just set up the camera. And we can't see anything because of the clouds. Got my eclipse glasses. But I can't even see anything. It's so pitch dark. Ow. I don't see anything. It's not sunny enough. I can't. These are you sure they're real? Apparently Jason can see it happening right now, but it's kind of covered by the clouds. It's like, is it halfway? The eclipse?
It's happening.
It's happening? Oh my god. Wait. Are the clouds covering? Okay, I'm scared to look at it directly. Oh, it's bright.
Through the glasses,
yeah.
it's too bright for your eyes.
Wow. That's what an eclipse looks like. And how long does it take to fully cover the...
30 minutes.
30
Totality will
minutes?
happen at 1:35.
1:35?
Yeah. So,
Did we miss half of it? Because it's already halfway there.
we missed a bit of it, yeah, but it's pretty slow moving. It's better just to do something than regularly.
This chicken?
Yeah, chicken fingers, Texas toast, fries, coleslaw, and a special sauce.
Special sauce. It's kind of hard to see. Can we take it out of the bag a little bit more? Yeah, like that. And what's that? That
It's
extra?
an extra piece of Texas toast.
Oh, you order extra?
No, it just came with that. I think it's just been put it in. So
Oh,
just give us an
okay.
extra
Cool,
thing.
cool. Don't look at it! Don't look at your
I
headline!
think the cloud cover is too big. Yeah, I'll check regularly for you. So you don't miss anything. Okay?
But don't look at it directly.
You can't see it right.
Wow! It looks exactly like on TV. Is that a turtle?
Yeah.
Or am I just seeing things?
That was a turtle.
It's actually a turtle right there?
Mm-hmm. On the log?
Really?
Yeah.
Guys, there's a turtle right in front of us and he's watching the eclipse too. Look at that.
Because when totality happens,
Yeah.
you'll see the sun's corona. It'll be like a white halo. Because right
Yeah,
now it's orange, right?
yeah.
But during totality, you'll see a white halo instead, and
Uh-huh.
you'll feel the temperature drop, and everywhere will get a bit darker.
So everyone will kind of feel something's different, right?
Yeah.
You're saying
You'll feel
it
the
should be
temperature
very obvious when it happens?
Should
No, I can't see anything. But also it looks like it's gonna rain. I'm kind of scared. Do you want to go back to the Airbnb? It's a lot darker right now and you can't even see the eclipse because the clouds are completely covering it. Even it feels a little bit darker and slightly colder.
Mr. Turtle, his head went down.
He's like, I can't look at the eclipse. It's starting now?
it's totality. It's right there. You see it?
Don't look with your glasses.
You're allowed to look at it. During totality,
I don't care, just don't look at it.
It's happening right now.
So
This is
dark.
totality.
This is totality?
Yeah, but we can't see it. There it is. See that sliver of light?
Where?
That sliver of light up there.
Yeah, it's slightly.
So totality lasts for 4
Whoa,
minutes.
it's so dark.
We have 4 minutes, so hopefully we get to see it in these 4 minutes.
Wow. Wait, so you're saying it's safe to look at?
Yeah. As long as we can see it.
Oh wow, I didn't know it was gonna be this dark. The turtle left.
The turtle got scared.
Is it just me or are the birds more loud?
Yeah, they're way more active.
I've been seeing a lot of cacti in Austin. They're everywhere and they add such a unique touch to the city.
In Texas, all the ices are quite unique. They look like tapiocas.
Since the weather forecast said it was going to rain, we decided to do more indoor activities, so we're going to check out a museum at the University of Texas. This museum is called LBJ Presidential Library and Museum.
Welcome to the library. I'm going to do a little quick overview.
As you can see, this museum is named after the 36th President of the United States, Lyndon Baines Johnson. He was John F. Kennedy's vice president and was sworn in as president following the assassination of President Kennedy. He served as president from 1963 to 1969.
Lady who was chairman of the
It
Temperance
looks so
Group,
real.
said we have on reliable authority.
But before diving into his life and legacy, we checked out a special exhibition about the history of music in America.
250 years old.
The exhibition took us on a journey through American music history, starting with early America's folks and religious music influenced by European settlers and African traditions. We learned about the 19th century spirituals and gospel music from African American communities, which evolved into ragtime. Then the early 20th century brought us the creation of the blues from the Deep South, the emergence of jazz from New Orleans, and the blending of the folk and Western style to create country music. The combination of blues, jazz, and country elements led to the birth of rock and roll, revolutionizing the music scene. The 20th century introduced us to punk, disco, and hip-hop, leading up to the 21st century with pop and EDM, electronic dance music. What I learned is that American music history is a testament to the country's cultural diversity and constant innovation, with each era building on the previous ones to create new and exciting sounds. I wonder what the next evolution of music will be. Right behind me is the Great Hall, which is the heart of LBJ Library. It features travertine walls, a mural, an engraved presidential seal, and a spectacular view of 4 floors of glass-enclosed archives. The iconic red boxes hold approximately 45 million pages of historical documents from Lyndon B. Johnson's political career, as well as from some of his close associates. I had the opportunity to walk through American history and see rows of portraits featuring all the presidents and first ladies of the United States.
This one looks like, this first lady looks like Anne Hathaway, doesn't it?
Lyndon B. Johnson was born in 1908 near Stonewall, Texas. Before entering politics, he worked as a high school teacher and principal. He was elected to represent Texas' 10th Congressional District and later served as a U.S. Senator. Johnson's known for 3 major things: his work on civil rights, his program to end poverty and racial injustice, and his role in the Vietnam War. Johnson's work on civil rights included legislation aimed at ending racial discrimination and protecting voters' rights, such as the Civil Rights Act of 1964 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965. His Great Society program, like Medicare and the War on Poverty, continues to be an integral part of American social policy aimed at reducing poverty and racial injustice. Johnson is also heavily criticized for escalating U.S. involvement in the Vietnam War, which led to widespread protests and controversy.
Oh, hello. Welcome to my office.
Johnson chose not to seek re-election and retired to his ranch in Texas, where he passed away in 1973.
And I want you to capture this moment, me on a horse. Just like this. So sad, also cute. It's tiny, it's like for Coco.
The weather is not looking too good. It's raining. It started to rain a lot, so we decided to quickly head back home. The next day, the rain continued, so we took it easy and enjoyed our time watching Netflix. For dinner, we ventured out to get Jamaican food because Vancouver doesn't have any good Jamaican options. They ran out of jerk chicken, but luckily they had chicken wings. We thought about eating outside the food truck, but it looked like it was gonna rain again, so we quickly headed back home.
Wait to cross Riverside at South Shore Driveway.
We decided to take out because the weather wasn't looking too good, and we didn't want to stay out too late since our flight is early morning.
That's sweet plantains. That's mac and cheese. They call it mac and please. That's jerk jackfruit. This is their jerk wings. And that's a beef patty.
Yum! On the last day of our trip, it was pouring hard. We called an Uber to get to the airport. I've noticed my skin has been breaking out over the last few days, and Jason believes it's because of the hard water in Texas. Oh, and our flight back to Toronto from Austin was very much delayed. I've been extremely frustrated and disappointed by Air Canada's service lately. Once we landed in Toronto, we quickly ran to board our next flight to Vancouver. Thank goodness we didn't miss it, or else we would have been stuck in Toronto. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed my trip to Texas. Please like and subscribe to my channel for more adventures. See you next time.